Hey everyone, Cadian Sergeant Steel here, and today I want to do an army showcase for you of my recently completed Vostroyan models. Yeah, I'm just super excited to have these done. 26 beautiful models of what I consider probably the best range of guard models in the older line that they ever made. So what I have here is 2 infantry squads, a command squad, and a company commander. With this, I got one of the sets in 2018 when they did the made to orders. And I got 2 different infantry squads. Both of them have flamers in the unit, so you can see those here and here. And they each have a leader. One has a las pistol and just a sword there, probably a power sword is what I pretend it would be. And then this one has a bolt pistol and a chain sword up here. Then for the squads, this one has a heavy bolter, so that's very exciting and very cool. Other than that, they just have las guns. So really great looking models and a decent little variety in my unit choices there. Then it came with the command squad, and this is where this range of models shines. And oh, I could not wait to paint these. Now, I didn't want to spend forever, so when I painted these up, and I did it all in a month, all 26 models, I did use a very different painting method than I almost ever use for my guard models. This was done via slap chop, or the kind of what I like to call kind of a wet zenithal highlight, because it's not really dry brushing. You should do it with a little bit of moisture, and that's how I do it, the way Artis Opus in their tutorial shows you how. And that's what I did with these. And then I started coating them with contrast paints to get most of the major colors in place so they would paint up quickly. But the good part is a lot of the detail in these are with the metallics and with the like little buttons and rivets and so forth on these models. So let's look at this commander here. As you can see, he looks really great with his gold trim, and also I did some steel on there. Did these bright blue feathers using contrast paints and a couple little acrylics to highlight that back up. And I also used a contrast paint for the leather, for the base coat, for the tunic there, for his coat. It's just, I think that's ball red. And also for the fur on the model. I also used the black contrast paint as well for the hoses and so forth, and highlighted those up a little bit. I also used a few different paint lines here, and I don't think I'll do a painting tutorial of this as I was all over the place selecting my colors, but I may do something later on where I just do a quick kind of still image of what paints I think I used to paint this model up. But this was a lot of fun, and you can see like it still looks really good even though I use, so to say, like slap chop or zenithal highlights to get these models started. And I think they came out really well. The other thing that I did that was very different, and I'll show it here on the banner model, is I did not shade the skin. This is actually just 3 layers of flesh paint, and that's it. I didn't do any shades, no glosses or anything like that to try to get those colors in there. That's just 3 colors of paint. I think it shows a little bit. It's not as high quality as I normally do, but I still think it looks really good. Also, look at how this flag came out. So I did something then they did on the typical Vostroyan kind of concept art and models you see in the images online. And I really like this black background, this idea of like the Emperor, is who I think that is, the Emperor being the light in the darkness. And I think it looks really cool with this model. I'm not going to go back and clean this up. I wish the hair was a little bit better, and I wish the eye was a little bit better and so forth, but I wanted to just get these done. I still think they look really good. So just look at all the details on that model and how they came out. What a fantastic line. I'm also really proud of the company commander. As we can see here, I think the details on this also came out really great, and he just looks super sharp, ready to lead his Vostroyans into battle, and the Imperium to ultimate victory, of course, in the name of the Emperor. So these Vostroyan First Borne models are out of production currently. Can't get them anymore, which is, but they will do made to orders of them, is what GW has said. That's where I got these ones. It was after they discontinued them. I could not afford the special weapon options, which was really unfortunate. They were just so expensive on the made to order, but I was able to afford at least this small set of models from them. And if they do them again, I might grab maybe a couple models, maybe one squad or something, but I'm really happy with just these 2 squads and a command squad. I think it's really nice to have these and just really look at them. I don't know how much I'll really play with them. I get nervous playing with the metal models as they chip just way too easily. But I think they look so good. The details are just amazing on these. Like, let's get Bolt Pistol Sergeant up here, right? Look at that. Just gorgeous details on here. And it's nice and fun. And I can kind of pop these in as infantry squads still in 10th edition and use them and run them alongside my Cadians, which I might actually do for a couple of special games or special events, and just kind of have some fun with them. The other thing I want to show here is on the heavy weapons team, just how cool this model is. I did put it on the new size heavy weapon team base, which is why his little toes are hanging off there. But I wanted to make sure this was, since I was building it and painting it for the first time, make sure it was legal to use in my games. So it's the first old team on a new size base that I've done, and it just happened to be the Vostroyan. So very cool looking model there. I'm very excited to use that. There we go. Let's also do a close-up real quick of the flamer. There we go. I do have a tutorial on how I paint these flamers on my YouTube page if you want to know how I transition those colors there. This one I did a little bit different though. I actually used the black contrast paint to get that darkened color there at the very end. But overall, the flamer looks really great. And I think these models actually aged really well. I think these are some of the best sculpted metal models out of the entire Astra Militarum line. It really shows. So that's it. This was a lot of fun. 26 models in 1 month. It was a lot of pressure. I hope to never do it again, just to be honest. But really happy to have these and can't wait to put them on display in my cabinet and then move on to the next project. So that's it. I just want to show these to you all. I'm really proud of it. And if you have questions about the Vostroyans, if you have questions about these models, feel free to get down in the comments below. Or if you have questions about other hobby projects that I've done, feel free to message me. I'm happy to talk about it. So hope you all enjoyed this quick little showcase. And as always, have fun wargaming. And until next time, Cadia stands. Or Vostroyan too.